Vietnam is a small country in Indochina, a region in Southeast Asia which was a French colony since 1887. The French had control over the area until the World War II, when Nazi Germany invaded France and the Japanese Empire invaded Indochina. Political leader of Vietnam at the time, Ho Chi Minh, swore to free the countries from colonizer. With Japan's defeat in the Pacific War, France saw this as an opportunity to regain control over the area. The Viet Minh, a communist group in Vietnam, liberated the north and came out successful. According to a Geneva Accord, Vietnam will be divided at the 17th parallel into a Democratic Republic of Vietnam known as North Vietnam with Hanoi as its capital, and the state of Vietnam in the south with Saigon as its capital. The north has a communist government and the south has a capitalist government, with a Cold War going on at the time, and the US supporting anti-communist countries while the Soviet Union spread their ideology. The tension between the two countries rose. President Eisenhower was reluctant to put any troops on Vietnam's ground. However, he supported the anti-communist side. A lot of things happened, including the assassination of JFK. Lyndon B. Johnson became the president. He was afraid that if Vietnam falls to communism, other countries would fall as well like dominoes, hence the domino theory. He started the campaign by sending troops to South Vietnam and bombing the North, which is basically a declaring war with the North. The war broke out with the Soviet Union and China backing up the North and the United States backing the South. The US had clear supply advantage. At the time, a group of Vietnamese guerrilla in the south known as the Viet Cong was trying to overthrow the South Vietnam government. They had a system of underground tunnels and the knowledge of the land and caught US soldiers by surprise. The Viet Cong pulled off the Tet Offensive successfully, in which 100 cities and the US embassy in South Vietnam was struck, changing the situation drastically. The war was not going in favor of the US. They were losing more soldiers than they expected, and they are not gaining anything. They are not gaining any land or advantage. Protesters are also rising as they are disdain with the draft and the use of napalm, a sticky and flammable substance used on the battleground. The US found itself fighting the war on two fronts. The war itself in Vietnam and the protesters at home. The credibility of President Johnson dropped that he decided not to run for re-election. After RFK was assassinated, Nixon became president. The war was very infamous at the time, outlook unwinnable. Nixon started to withdraw troops from Vietnam, replacing them with South Vietnam troops. With other experienced US soldiers, South Vietnam was captured in an event known as the Fall of Saigon, which the North unified the two countries as one. North Vietnam came out victorious. This war left a mark in US war history. It was a facepalm when the strongest military in the world at the time could not win a war against a small country of farmers.